Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett, and alongside me today is a very special guest. I'm not afraid to call him my best friend on this world. It is my friend. He's named himself Matty Ice on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Matthew. First of all, how are you? How's your Saturday morning?
It's good. It's good. It's been a sleepy Saturday so far today.
Yeah, well, you get up at like 6 in the morning to fucking work out and shit, and I could not do that. So I respect your grind there. I also decided, Matt, this is your first time doing anything on screen anywhere and doing content on Pub Sports Radio and your Say Hey Plays debut. So even though Liverpool's about to play an FA Cup final, as you know, I wore the Spurs jersey just for you, make you feel more comfortable, in your environment. Just want to let you know that.
Thank you, Jose.
Coins. Let's go. Matt, by the way, do you have any FA Cup plays?
I played the over 2.5. I think it's a 2-1 Liverpool game.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Regulation?
Regulation. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, beautiful. I put because our friends at No Clean Sheets, shout out to them, Flash and Alex Classic. By the way, Alex hit a plus 300 parlay on No Clean Sheets last night, this morning. So he gave out a 3-leg no clean sheet parlay, and all of them, of course, hit. And Flash, I should say, is on full-time draw, halftime draw, penalties. And I am also I'm just on full-time draw, halftime draw, and probably penalties. And maybe if this show goes on a little bit, Matt, maybe we'll sweat this together on screen. Who knows? I doubt it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yes,
Let's shout out to everyone in the chat before we get started here. Shout out to my guy, Moose Money. Moose Money, this is not Matty Ice of Taint Play of the Day fame. I hate to break that, but that is very funny that he chose Matty Ice. He doesn't even know who actual Matty Ice is, which is funny, too. And Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's probably going to copyright us all here. Shout out to you, Eric Jones, Rodney Barton, Ronnie and Bergia. I don't agree with putting it on the app, but, you got a TV cast, you got a little FA Cup action. Ronnie, we try. Creek Man, shout out to you, my guy, Mr. Heath. Aries, calling us adorable, Matt. Yeah, that's what we do. We're cute here.
Thank you, Aries.
We're
I
cute
appreciate
here.
that. My mom's watching.
Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't end up sending her the link. I need to do that now. Shout out to your mom. Obviously, I mean, your mom's a badass, so it's good.
Sure.
And by the way, it did take a lot to get our friends to watch this stream. I'll send the links. I'll put the tweets in there every day. But when you come on the show, Matt, everyone's like, "Wait, what? This is for real? You have Matt on?" Here we go. So
yes,
I'm excited. I'm excited about the show, as you guys can tell. And while we get into it, we haven't even officially started the show, Matt. So let's get into Say Hey Plays 38. Say Hey Plays 38 is underway officially. I have 5 plays for us, maybe 5.5. We'll see how the card goes out for us. Matt, you've got 8.
I do have 8.
I'm excited about them. We'll talk about each as they come up on the card. Officially just sent your mom the link. You and, I should say, your son, and I'm going to do this live on air so we can do all this, and I are doing a show together right now. Okay, so Mom,
how about you so far? You're up plus 15.57 units. I mean, everybody's got to be tailing you by now, right?
Well, Matt, once upon a time, a boy was up 28 units, Matt. I will say that was the high watermark, 28 units. I got a little cocky, and then reality slapped me in the face. And yesterday, or I should say 2 days ago, I officially broke the curse. I had a plus day for once. I was down 2 units for like every day since then. I had a winning day. And then yesterday we went 3-2. But at least, again, still a winning day. Plus a little over some juice. Yeah, plus 0.85 units. So not a bad day. I can't help it at all. The Dodgers, or I should say the Guardians, Matty Ice. Shout out to the actual Matty Ice for Taint Play of the Day. He had got the 3.5. I bet the 4 on the ladder there. It hits both of them. So a good time overall. By the way, Rodney Barton asking for any Liverpool props to get the juices flowing before we get into baseball. Rodney, full-time draw, halftime draw, over 2.5 goals is what we're rolling with here. So it'll be fun time. So let's get right into this, Matt. No more fucking dilly-dallying. We've got 15 cards or 15 games to talk about on this card, and I'm excited to do this. So let's get right into it. First one, your boy, Jakub Junis.
Jakub Junis, big man.
He's the best. And I should say the San Francisco Giants. I always want to call them the New York Giants. I'm in football brain a little bit, Matt. I'm not going to lie.
18 St. Sundays.
Louis, 18 Sundays. Go Chiefs, right? Cardinals versus Giants. Dakota Hudson, Junis here. I had nothing on this game, but honestly, I'm leaning towards the Giants, and I'm pretty surprised here. They're on a 6-game winning streak, and your boy Junis has been pretty good this year. Last 2 starts for Junis, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, 2 walks, 1 home run allowed against these very Cardinals. My worry could be, seeing them back-to-back. That's obviously a concern. Dakota Hudson obviously pitched against these Giants as well. At the Giants, 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, a home run, 4 walks, and no strikeouts. So that is a concern, honestly. I think we could honestly get over the total 8.5. I didn't end up playing anything. The 15th best offense against righty are the Giants this last month, and we are officially now at a month sample size. But a month, 106. And remember, I cut off, we go from April 24th, I believe it was. So we're almost out of there. So we'll keep it moving. And 19th for the Cardinals, 90th weighty run created plus. So ultimately, I had nothing on the game. I didn't want anything. Matt, I would love to hear what you have to say, though. What do you want?
I agree with you, man. I'm not on it. If I were to lean, it'd be Jakub Junis, like you said, but I don't know. Nothing on that game for me.
Yeah, Junis is tough to bet. Junis is super tough to bet. He's been good, but there is a worry. And shout out to the Giants for being good at developing pitchers, or at least getting something out of pitchers that other teams have not been able to do. Robert Franklin saying Giants, Junis' serviceable, bats on fire. Ronnie and Bergia saying not feeling this one, fella. The famous Man Bear Pig. I know it's an unpopular opinion. It kills me that you're on the other side of it, but I said this is a card spot. Well, Man Bear Pig, I didn't make anything official. I could for sure be wrong here. They're on the 6-game winning streak, and I hope that you cash if you got something on here. I like this.
Go what you got, man.
For sure. Under 8.5 for Craig Wood, and I like this. And Eric Jones is also asking, why is the San Francisco line so low? And I think it's interesting. Shout out to my guy, Nasty Nate, Real DJ, Gerald Jones, and Red Girl giving you a hi, Matty. I shout out to you, Red Girl, of course.
What's up, Red Girl?
All right. Next game on the docket here, Sean Manaea and the Padres versus Charlie Morton and the Braves here. And this was a shocking line to me, Matt. I didn't move on this game, maybe because I'm a bitch. I don't know. But
go Padres.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a Padres spot. This is crazy to me.
It's Morton's 38 years old, struggling. He has a 12.7 walk rate, 5.65 ERA. I mean, not much going on. And then Manaea, like you said, he has a super good defense. And then going against the league average offense, it's got to be Padres. Like, plus 122 is crazy.
Yeah, I have the graphics wrong on the screen. I have it on plus 110 on the screen like a big dummy. It's plus 122 in actuality on Bovada. And I was pretty shocked to see it. Like you said, Charlie Morton had a great start last time out, obviously, versus the Brewers. 5 innings, 2 hit ball. I was fading him that day, too. No earned runs, 5 Ks, 3 walks. But at the Mets, he looked like shit. And then, throughout the years, we were all asking the question, is Charlie Morton washed? So
38?
Yeah, I think for sure Moose Money, our resident Padres fan, is right. And Nasty Nate asking, that's Matt Randall? No, this is not Matt Randall. See, Matt, this is what happens when you put the same name unknowingly as someone else. This is very funny.
My fault.
This is very funny. There you go, Nate. It's not the actual Matt Randall, but it's very funny, the plagiarism, the unknowing plagiarism that's being occurred by the name of Matt's. I think you're right there, Moose Money. I think this is for sure a first 5 spot for me. The bullpen for the Padres is scary. I would double check. I would need to double check, but Moose, you would know better than I if they used the big gun bullpen arms yesterday. I think I'm going to take Padres first 5 money line plus 110 officially.
There you go.
We're not gonna play safe anything here. Matt, you've got 8 plays, and I definitely have that inferiority complex. If my guest has more plays than I do, then what am I doing? Come on. So Matt, you're on the Padres with me. I like that,
I
and
am.
I like that we can keep this brisk pace because we're gonna get into this double header here now.
Yeah.
A little Jonathan Diaz versus Paul Blackburn in the Angels A's game. Minus 120 for the Angels right now. Evens, as we like to say, on Paul
Evens.
Blackburn on the A's. Now, Jonathan Diaz has made a start this year. When I wrote down Diaz, I was like, oh, this is a bullpen day. I've never heard of this man in my life. I pulled up his fan graph. He has made a start this year. 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 4 Ks, 4 walks versus the Washington Nationals. AAA this year, 2-0, a 1.96 ERA, 3.78 FIP, 18 strikeouts, 10 Ks. 18 strikeouts, 10 walks, I should say. So obviously, Jonathan makes us, he wants us to know his name, essentially. He's like, I'm not a no-name scrub. I'm Mr. Jonathan Diaz with an H beside my fucking J. Paul Blackburn on the other side, solid
He's
pitcher
awesome.
so far.
Lights out.
4-0, 6 2/3, 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 Ks, no walks at Detroit last time. Detroit kind of stinks, but you can take this Tampa Bay start 4 1/3, 6 hits, 3 earned runs off 1 home run, 5 Ks, 1 walk is a pretty good start for an Oakland A's pitcher against the Rays. I think that's pretty decent.
I think he's
So,
got a 1.6 ERA, 1.7. I mean, he's awesome, but he's going against the Angels, who have been pretty darn good on offense. So, but
last couple of weeks too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's I think the game's going to be low scoring. I am on the Angels to win, to prevail, even though it's against Paul Blackburn. But I went with the Angels. They were that offense has just been lighting it up, and I like offense more than defense. So go Angels.
You like offense more than defense. Let me give you some stats that back that up for you too, Matt. Last couple of weeks, I should say last 3 weeks, Angels against righties, 119 weighted runs created plus. Remember, 100's average, so that's 19% above average there. The Oakland A's, Matt, fucking dead last, 56 weighted runs created plus against righties. So I don't hate that at all. I also wrote down a lean into an under here as well, but
Same.
I think I'm passing on this one. We'll briefly touch on the second game as well. The lines are out, and they've officially, I guess they've announced those pitchers, which is nice. A nice change of pace for once. Michael Lorenzen versus Adam Oller. I had nothing on this game. Minus 175 is pretty steep for Michael Lorenzen. I don't think he is a ace pitcher, but I think the books are leaning on the Angels bats against Adam Oller, who has not covered himself in glory this year. So a stay off game for me. Perhaps a lean towards an over in game 2, but you have to watch game 1 to probably get a better feel and see where you're going.
Yeah,
in game
I agree
1.
with the over, and I agree with the over in game 2. If it's a bullpen game for the Angels, it's going to be, I don't know. Even with the Athletics ranking pretty dead last in offense, I don't know. That's an over game. Late game, over game, prime time, offense.
Prime time, Oakland A's baseball, baby. Let's go. God, what a time. I hope like 7 people are at that game. Next game on the slate here, and we're just kind of rolling through these first couple of games here. We didn't have any plays on them. It seems, well, Matt had a couple, I should say. You're backing the Angels, of course, offense over no offense. But we have not gotten to the meat of this card yet, I will say. Baltimore versus the Tigers here. Bruce Zimmerman, Michael Pineda, I should say. Kind of an ace-off for these staffs, I guess. Michael Pineda's been good this year. 6 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, a home run, 4 Ks, 2 walks versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, 2 walks again. So I guess he's been fine. Bruce Zimmerman on the other side has been what John Means was supposed to be for these Orioles, which is kind of a shame. You would, if you're an Orioles fan, you're lamenting the fact that John Means is hurt. They're already better than the Red Sox, so maybe they could compete. Who knows? versus the Royals, 6 innings. Oh, your Royals, man. Look at that. 6 innings, 5 hits,
Best
2 earned runs, 5 Ks, no walks. And shout out to Ron Crawford as well. Spreadsheet play of the day, my man. Has not put it in yet, but is a Royals name. And by the way, Jay Peasy, when a Venezuelan can't pronounce Hispanic names, I grew up in Virginia and I learned how to speak English from Matthew. So I am not very good at that. Not very good at that at all, my man. I will admit that. Obviously, I'm leaning towards an under here as well. I don't think I want to bet this game and moose money, making a good point here. Detroit ranks 4th in runs scored. So that's a pretty surprising. The ballpark, and not even Detroit. He's saying the ballpark. So I lean
It's going to be
under.
warmer there today is what I'm reading. So I don't know. Maybe the over is the better
Oh,
play.
yeah?
But
Matt, you
I'm
got
staying
the
away.
weather report?
No weather report, just a quick read off Google. But
let me tell you, there's an 8-mile-an-hour wind left to right, or right to left, I should say, actually. I don't know if that really matters, but I'm off this game entirely. And by the way, in the whole card, I will say there's not that much wind today across the United States. So not that many wind factors we have to worry about. Maybe a little bit in the Guardians-Minnesota game. But that was also a stay-off spot for me. A little spoiler alert there. But nothing for me here. The Baltimore Orioles right now against righties. You might be shocked to hear this. 112 weighted runs created plus, 8th in the league right now in the last couple of weeks. So they're hitting righties, definitely leaning Orioles as well. And of course, the Tigers aren't hitting anyone. 26th against lefties, 79 weighted runs created plus. So nothing for me. Now let's talk about the first game that I'm actually excited to talk about, Matt. Yep. Milwaukee Brewers, Miami Marlins, an ace-off here. Eric Lauer, who everyone going into the season, if you told me that Eric Lauer would be 3-0, dominating this way, I'd be shocked. Matt, I know you've got some family members that love the Milwaukee Brewers. Maybe they were on the Eric Lauer train early, but Eric Lauer, kind of a revelation this year. 6 1/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 8 Ks, 3 walks at the Atlanta Braves. So pretty impressive start there, obviously. And then versus the Chicago Cubs, who actually, now that I bring it up, Matt, I did tell your story about your Cubs bet on the program, and I would like this is the face to the name. This is the
what a bad beat, man. There.
Could you tell the story again, please, just to make me laugh?
I meant to bet $12.50 on their over 74 wins, but I bet $125 on it instead. So we're huge Cubs fans this year.
And they're struggling. They are struggling so
far. The Royals look better than them, so that's not.
That's good. A concern. That is a concern.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, hey, they started off hot. You never know. Maybe they start trading for pieces at the deadline. Who knows?
But hey, I like Lauer as well. To add on to your stats, he hasn't allowed more than a run in his last 4 starts. I mean, that's just it's hard to bet against, and especially when you're backed by a great offensive Yelich, Renfroe, and Tellez. I mean, dude, it's Brewers. It's Brewers spread probably for me.
Really? You think you're going Brewers run line?
Yeah, run line.
Okay. All right. I like that. Let me see. Let me go look at the price for that right now. I like the -120 for the full game. Obviously, the Brewers bullpen is legit, but the +140 is okay.
It's
all right, Matthew.
All right.
All right. I see you. Trevor Rogers has been better as of late, or I should say, better last time out because he's been kind of poopy, as we'll say in the business.
I agree. It's consistency for him.
Yeah, and I think he's a good pitcher. Going into the season, I thought he was one of the better pitchers on this Miami Marlins staff. Maybe he takes it, takes a little bit to get ready, but a +145, it's not 5. Eric Jones saying the obvious here. Trevor has a 5.3 ERA, so not been great this year.
If I'm a Marlins fan, I'm excited for Rogers in the future, but right now it's still consistency for him. So young guys, man.
Young guys. Am I right, Matt? Us old grizzled vets. That's what they call us here, Matt. All right, next game. Another game. Actually, I should say I have a play on this one. I did not have any plays on the last game, but I just like the pitching matchup there. And I leaned towards the first 5 under 3.5, but I didn't make it official, obviously. I think it'll be a fun game to watch. My first official play on the card, is the over 8 here, over 8.5, I should say, plus 100 evens, as we say
Why
amongst
do you
our
like
group
that?
chat. Why do I like that, Matt? Thank you for asking. I appreciate you asking. 6 right now, 117 against against lefties, weighted runs created plus. Both of these teams are 6 and 7, both at 117 last couple of weeks. Ryu coming back from a forearm injury. I'm not a Ryu guy to begin with. I do not, I don't know if it's just like I need my pitchers to look like athletes on the mound. Maybe I'm just biased against tubby pitchers. I don't know. I'm not messing with Ryu, even though he's silently been one of the better pitchers in baseball the last couple of years. And Ryan Yarbrough is a pitcher that I've said I don't like throughout this year as well. Last time out, he shoved it up my ass. 5 innings, 4 hits, no run runs, 4 Ks, 1 walk. Great job, Ryan Yarbrough. I'm going to keep betting against you, though. I'm just going to
He
keep
likes
going.
beating your socks too.
Yes, he does. It's extremely annoying, but I think he is not a very good pitcher. So I took the full game over here. Both of these offenses I think are good, and the Trop always does shit. So I'm taking the full game over. This is Ryan Yarbrough's first home start, so that might be something in his benefit. But I like the over here, Matt. And it seems like we disagree here, and I'm excited for you to tell me.
No, I stayed away from that game. I couldn't find much that I liked. So, but hey, I'm with you. Overs Club, baby.
Overs Club. Yeah, let's get the jackets on already. I mean, I can't wait. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about it. I would say actually real quick, I want to refresh RotoWire because I want to see first if they've got confirmed lineups for anyone. No, they still do not have confirmed lineups yet. They only have confirmed lineups in the Cardinals Giants game. So let's remember that. No confirmed lineups yet, but I'm excited to watch this game. And let's look at the chat real quick because we are moving along here. Not applicable asking a good question. Was he wearing Red Sox, Jose? No, he was not. He was wearing those navy blues that Ryan Yarbrough and just trying to dice up the Red Sox. But I do have a lot of memories of the Red Sox crapping on him. Morning, C. James. Welcome to the show, my man. Craig Wood, thoughts on timeless Bartolo Colon? Bartolo Colon was fantastic, former Red Sox. And his only highlight that will live on is his home run that I'm reminded of every time I watch MLB TV. It's just the same thing every time. It's great to watch, but it's the only highlight you see of Bartolo. Chip Piler, by the says, damn Jose, you got a we're not the Marlins, don't even look mean haircut.
Marines, man, get your English better.
Marine, sorry. I'm Matt. English is my second language, dude.
He's saying you got that high and tight right now.
Well, Matt,
hey, you look good.
I shouldn't make fun of the Marines in front of the vets. Sorry, I forgot. Tancard here. Giants or Cardinals? I would lean towards the Cardinal or Giants, I should say, but a lot of people liking the Cardinals here. Were you Ken here? Not with Arbor pitching. Brewers here. Red Girl, Tampa Bay, first 5 money line. There we go. I like that. Red Girl going with Yarbrough.
Yeah, I like that.
Fade Ryu. Chip Piler, by the way, earlier saying Yankees team total over 4.5 is
I like that.
Me. Okay, there we go. And Jay Peasy, my MLB overs hit yesterday. My only wins. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I said this a couple days ago. It's starting to feel like those overs are hitting now. Like the first couple of weeks, it was under City, and now it's like
everybody's getting hot.
Yeah,
it's the weather. Springtime.
Yeah, the baseballs are suddenly expanding, and we're getting back.
Yeah.
Mr. Heat saying yes run in the first inning. By the way, I watched an MLB Network segment yesterday, and it was Yerfy or Nerfy, and it made me want to crawl out of my skin and die. So good job, MLB Network, for doing gambling content. The gas station report joining us. Moose Money right there with you, Matt. That weather.
Hey, thanks, Moose.
Robert Flankin like the over 8 as well. So let's keep it going here, Matt. Let's talk about this bum fight here. Cincinnati
I don't want to talk
Reds,
about this.
Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. There's a notable capper on this program. Shout out to Darryl Rice. When he doesn't want to talk about a game, he just simply says, I don't give a fucking shit about this game. Matt, is that how you feel right now?
I don't give a fucking shit about this game. I will say the Reds, they woke back up, right?
Yeah.
They like beating the Pirates.
Horrible.
So
yeah,
maybe honestly, Reds money line.
I definitely would be on the Reds here. I'm not taking the Pirates. Luis Castillo looked okay in his first start out. I thought he would look worse, but 4 2/3, 3 hits, 3 earned runs off 1 home run, 5 Ks, 3 walks. Zach Thompson pitched against these Reds already last time out at the Reds. 5 innings, 2 hit balls, or 2 hit ball, I should say. No earned runs, 6 Ks. I don't think he's gonna do that again. Fucking bet you won't there. You know what? I'm gonna take the Cincinnati Reds here in some form or fashion. I might take them first 5 or full game. Let me go look at these lines real quick.
I like first 5.
Minus 125 for the first 5 money line. I do not want to fuck with the Reds bullpen. I
like money line. The assurance of the pick 'em there for the money line is always good.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you take that plus, or you take the minus a half, you get plus 110. But yeah, this could easily. You're still betting on the Reds.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not going to move on the Reds. Maybe I'm.
That game sucks. That game sucks.
Yeah, let's. You know what, Matt? You said you don't give a fucking shit about the game, so I'm not.
Yeah, let's go to your 40-year-old lefty, man. Let's talk about old Rich Hill.
Dick Mountain. Let's talk about it. Going to this game tomorrow. Excited to watch. Listen to this game while I make the fucking 5-hour trek up to Dallas. Not excited about the drive. I will admit that. Making the drive up alone, by the way, too. Helga not coming with me.
Oh, no Helga.
No Helga. She's not feeling well. She's working, and she's not. And also, I told her that she probably can't come because I'm doing the show and everything, and she was not happy about that. So shout out to Helga. Appreciate you, Helga. Rich Hill, Dick Mountain. I think he's being a little overmanaged, to be honest, by Alex Cora in his starts. He's had 2 phenomenal starts. Let's combine them versus the Angels and at the Orioles. 9 innings, 2 hit balls, no earned runs, 6 Ks, 4 Ks.
That's good.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. Glenn Otto. I think he's been a bet-on pitcher this year. He's been one of those guys I thought were good. He's got good stuff. If you read into the stuff plus metrics, he's up there. I took the first 5 under 4.5 here, minus 125 here. Red Sox, I still don't trust their offense. I mean, they had a great day yesterday, but it took them a while to get going. Dane Dunning kind of held them in check for a little bit. They had a big inning. Obviously, the Rangers against lefties stink. They're 24. I don't
like either team's offense in this one.
Oh, so and the ballpark is an under ballpark. Matt, are we simpatico here?
I don't think I can go under, but I don't know. I'm staying away from that entirely.
Well, I'll tell you, I took that first 5 under 4.5 minus 125, and I feel pretty good about it, Matt, because I was shocked to see it was a 4.5, not a 4, or even potentially like a 3.5. I'm hoping that the Red Sox don't just go bomb squad on Glenn Otto. I think that would be the more likely scenario than Rich Hill giving up runs to a Rangers offense who's just been not good, plain out, just not good. So I'm on the first 5 under 4.5 here. Let's see what the comments are saying as well. Alex Gagnon in here. By the way, Jeffrey Blue saying, Helga's the real deal. Good job, Jose. Helga is the real deal, Jeffrey Blue. I appreciate that.
Great girl.
I didn't know that Helga's legend is being spread. This is great. Alex Gagnon saying, I was on Pirates over 2. They were the lowest scoring team on that slate against the worst pitcher. Okay, interesting.
Hey, maybe I'll tell that. I'm going to screenshot that.
There you go. Not applicable. I do believe in Dick Mountain. Not applicable. I do believe in that. TJ Mizzy, I should say. I'm playing Boston money line. Not the most confident pick, but I like the plus money. I do too. Pretty surprised to see them at a minus 120. I agree with that. HD2, by the way, essentially saying earlier, Reds are low-key doing what Arizona was like on the come-up. So, there we go. I like that. And I think Jay Peasy mentioning this game. I think you were talking about this game. What are the chances this game goes over 8? I hope it doesn't, because I don't think it does. Don't think about this game. And Ronnie and Bergie are saying what we're all thinking, Matt, as well. Nobody gives a fuck about this Pittsburgh game either.
Hell yeah, Ronnie.
There you go. Craig Wood, by the way, I love people with betting systems, metrics, your little spreadsheets like my guy, Ron Crawford. I've got a betting system favoring teams hitting better versus teams fading recent form, hitting 70% and has the Reds as a pick today. So
Damn, Craig, 70%.
Everyone's saying I should take the Reds. Matt,
Do it.
I might
I'm
have to
not
take.
doing it.
I'm going to take the Reds in some form or fashion. Thankfully, I still have it up on my Bovada. I'm gonna take the first 5 money line. I'm going to take the first 5 money line. I'm going to eat the 125 juice, and I will feel shitty. I will feel shitty about it later if it doesn't hit. But I definitely do not dissuade or hate the plus 110 minus a half look as well. And by the way, it is still 0-0 in Liverpool Chelsea, 16 minutes in. And Liverpool and Chelsea are wearing horrendously ugly yellow uniforms.
Ugh.
Horrendously ugly. All right. Jeffrey Blue saying, have you married Helga yet? Is this Helga's burner? This Helga's right there? Oh, man. Maybe in 5 to 10 years, Jeffrey Blue. And he or she says, take the Reds and marry Helga. So.
All right. Fuck it. We're taking Reds.
Take the Reds. What with that? When you say it like that, there you go. Jojo Rich, where's the energy this morning? Let's go, Jojo. I like it. Man Bear Pig saying Yerfy or Nerfy. Man, I don't know. And the gas station report saying the same thing. Is this Helga's burner? That's what I'm saying. Man Bear Pig, did you pick a side? I'm on full-time draw, halftime draw. Matt's on the over 2.5. And I'm on Liverpool because I'm a Liverpool fan. So just take that already. So let's do this. Let's move on to the next game. I can't believe that Helga's burner's in the chat right now. Shout out to you, Jeffrey Blue. I appreciate you for watching. Christian Javier starting for the Houston Astros for them, and Eric Fetty for the Washington Nationals here. And I didn't make this play official, but it seems like it's like the stupidest, easiest play in the world. Like I should be on Astros run line here. No fucking doubt. And
it's very easy.
They've won how many straight now? 11 straight now?
Yeah, hottest team in baseball. They have the best bullpen, and they're facing the worst team in baseball. So, can't say the worst team, but
yeah, the Royals.
Let me see. Washington has 2.5 runs per game at home. I mean, that's not going to beat the Astros. So,
okay, well,
it's Astros run line.
Okay, so I'll ride with you guys there. I didn't make it official earlier this morning. I don't know if I wanted to talk it out or what, but like it just seems so easy. Even money -1.5. And
I'll give you some more confidence. Washington has lost 42 of its last 53 games as a home underdog.
Jeez. Well, let me tell you, Man Bear Pig, noted Nationals fan, Man Bear Pig. Maybe money line for the Nats. I didn't know that the Man Bear Pig was a Nats fan. That's interesting. It's interesting. It makes sense because Al Gore, DC, that all makes sense. Man Bear Pig. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Bruce Hayward saying what we're all thinking as well. The Nats are ass. Moose Money saying Astros are winning games by 1 run recently, but recently have laid the smackdown. I remember they won like 3 games straight to the Tigers. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. And I remember betting the run line at least once in those games. So, yeah, I like that. And I guess I'm on Astros run line here, -1.5 at +100. I would like to say, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but I have seen several articles. I've seen Dusty Baker talk about it, that Christian Javier and Jake Odorizzi are like piggybacks, basically. They one goes when the other goes. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Jake Odorizzi come into this game after Christian Javier and then be the only 2 pitchers here. Javier has been phenomenal this year, just to keep selling this point home. And I will mention Eric Fetty has been great too. He's been really good, actually. Last year, the whole motto was fade Fetty, and Man Bear Pig has a good point here. I mean, if I'm betting the Nationals, I think it would be with Eric Fetty or Josiah Gray on the mound, probably. Eric Fetty, last 3 starts for him, 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, 4 Ks, 5 walks at the Angels. I mean, I would walk 5 people too if the Angels were. If you see how good they are against righties, and no one runs there, 2 hits is really impressive. At the Rockies, 1 earned run in 7 innings of ball, 6 hits, 3 Ks, 2 walks. And then versus the Miami Marlins at home, he gave up 2 earned runs in 4 2/3, 3 hits, 5 Ks. So he's been good, but all that to say, we're still taking the Astros run line. 11-game winning streak. I've learned you just ride the winning streaks, man. You just ride the winning streaks, and we're gonna keep on doing it.
They've won their last 5 at as an away favorite, I think it was. Yeah, as road favorites, they've won their last 5. So,
hey, we ride. We ride.
I also want to say I just figured out how to read the comments. So
Ooh.
I'm now in the game. I've been staring at a blank screen this whole time, but I finally figured it out.
Good. I'm glad. I did see like a flicker in your eye when I was talking. Like you just realized something and it just broke through for you. So I appreciate you. We're on the same page now, comments wise. You can see them all. And I would like to say this. Shout out to the 132 people watching the show. Hit the like button while you're here. Hit the comment too. I've learned you hit comment. You comment something on there. The actual comment, not the live comments on the screen here, but if you hit the comments below, helps us with the algae rhythm. Would help us out there. So drop your plays in there too. Make it more permanent so we can see and all that good stuff. So a lot of attaboys from the chat. The chat's proud of you, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. That's so funny. Very wholesome, Matt. Very wholesome. Guardians Twins next time out. Devin Smeltzer on the bump here. I think that's how you say his name. Devin Smeltzer. Shane Bieber here. I had nothing on this game. Honestly, leaning towards the over here. And I had been preaching how bad. I was like, oh, Shane Bieber is not going to be good this year. Blah, blah, blah. I've been betting against him. He's been shoving it on my ass. Blah, blah, blah. I don't bet the over anything against the fucking Blue Jays, the best lineup he's faced all year. Well, them or the Angels, I guess. And then, of course, he gets blown up 3 1/3, 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 3 Ks, or 3 walks, not even any Ks. So I would lean towards the over. I think obviously he'll pitch better today. He'll probably bounce back and have a good start. Just because I talk shit about him all the time. The Cleveland Guardians, this is been the shock of the season so far. And we'll have to remember Josh Naylor on COVID IL. I don't think he's been reinstated yet, but that was yesterday. Third right now, the Cleveland Guardians offense against righties, 121. There we go. Words are hard sometimes, Matt. Numbers are hard, actually. 121 weighted runs created plus. So just keep that with what you will. I think the Guardians would be a pretty good play today. -125 is kind of cheap for Shane Bieber. Devin Smeltzer is the kind of unknown versus the Pittsburgh Pirates last time out. 4 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run, no earned runs there, 3 Ks, and 1 walk. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a case of the Pirates not seeing this pitcher before, being like, oh, who's this? And, just scrambling and stinking first time through. So first time seeing a guy. Number is shot up too, by the way. Cleveland Guardians are at -130 from when the time I made this graphic. So -130. Yeah, they're listening to the show, Matt. You know what it is.
Yeah, we're making a move.
Yeah, obviously with our big money bets. So, and by the way, Jay Peasy shouting out Taint. Yeah, Taint was money yesterday. Thanks, the real Matty Ice. So shout out to Matty Ice.
I didn't know.
Well, now I hope you realize now you have to keep it. now it's a thing. There's 2 Matty Ices. I think you both have a beard. One coaches baseball, and one just likes the Chiefs and Hurricanes. So it'll be fun. By the way, is Game 7 tonight?
Game 7. It's at 4:30.
Oh, so it's not tonight. It's not tonight. Yeah, it's this morning. Okay, good. I can't wait. I won't be watching because I'll be driving. But Bruins. So I can't wait. Canes are going to fold again to the Bruins, Matt.
No.
Well, last time, who was it last time? Halak. It was Halak, right? Yeah, Halak.
Fuck that guy.
Ruined you guys' life. That was a good time. It was a good time. You guys probably will win. So congratulations in advance. Jordan Montgomery and the New York Yankees versus Dallas Keuchel and the White Sox here, and I thought this was one of the easier plays on the card. Over 8.5, -115. The Yankees first against lefties, 132 weighted runs created plus. Dallas Keuchel last time out dominated the Red Sox. A very predictable thing for me. I bet the first 5 under that game. That hit, thankfully. But guess what, guys? Dallas Keuchel fucking sucks. He stinks. 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, and a walk against the Red Sox. Is not something to tip your hat on, hang your hat on. At the Angels, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a K, and 5 walks. So I think he's going to get touched up here. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees scored like 8 runs themselves. Jordan Montgomery has been good. He's been a good pitcher. He's one of those guys when the Yankees go up and hit that he just never gets run support. So traditionally that would be a concern for me. But I think he also could get touched up today. White Sox traditionally are fantastic against lefties. Last year, we all know what they did. They were like second behind the Cardinals or something like that. It was 1-2, them two. This year, they're 18th right now. Last couple of weeks, 89 weighted runs created plus. But we all know what they can do. I think they can get to Montgomery. So I wouldn't dissuade any sort of like Yankees team total again. I won on that yesterday. Yankee run line, perhaps. But I went full game over here. Oh, so you're on your Yankees run line again?
Yankees run line. It's their offense is top 5 in home runs, runs scored, and total bases. And then, like you were saying, Montgomery just hasn't had that run support. So although he's 0-1, he's had several quality starts, and I think maybe he'll benefit from that hot offense, especially with Aaron Judge. I mean, Aaron Judge has been hitting home runs like it's candy. It's just
I hope he enjoys doing all these home runs. I hope he keeps pumping up that value, keep fucking pumping it up for that fucking free agency, Aaron. Go get your bag, hopefully somewhere on the West Coast. Reek asking, what do we feel about this team total over 5? I think me saying that I like all team totals would cover it. I don't know why I'm mentioning this comment again. That's probably my fault, Reek. But I definitely like the team total over 5. THC is Rizza saying Dallas Keuchel doesn't give up home runs, even though he sucks. And honestly, THC, I think that's a sign of a worse pitcher. I think of a pitcher that gives up a lot of home runs. It's just like one shitty pitch. Like Nathan Eovaldi, he's been giving up a bunch of home runs, and that's killing him. Dallas Keuchel just singles you to death, and I think that's worse, to be honest. And I'm not a fan, obviously. I think he's kind of washed. But I do not hate you taking the White Sox. If you like the plus 134 against a lefty, you think they'll get crushed.
That's great value if you like them.
So I like that. By the way, Jay asking who has Milwaukee winning today. So shout out to Jay for joining. Matt has Milwaukee winning today. So it'll be fun. Shout out to Eldorado Custodian and Dabby Cab, who I'll be seeing in a couple of hours here. Shout out to you, Dabby Cab. Cannot wait to see you and the family. And thank you for letting me stay at your house, by the way, Dabby. Appreciate that. He has Yankees first 5 run line here as well. So do not hate that. All right. So next game on the docket here. We only have 4 more games, Matt. First of all, let me ask you real quick. How you feeling, Matt? This is your first show. Let me get a quick temperature check.
I like this. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate the chat. The chat's been electric. This is fun.
Yes, Matt. I will say it is a common theme amongst everyone that does a show. It is the chat that keeps us going and keeps the show going and spicy and alive and everything. So shout out to everyone in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Dabby Cap, by the way. Apparently, I didn't watch the nightcap yesterday because I was busy capping these shows. But I saw Dabby was just doing shrooms left and right on the nightcap. And I don't know how that ended up for Dabby, but please let me know. And just know in advance that I will not be doing the shrooms because one of the two of us has to host a show in the morning. So shout out to you, Dabby Cab, my guy, Ronnie and Bergia as well. So let's talk about it. Another play on this card, I should say. And I like it a lot here. A pretty shocking number to me here. I took the first 5 over 3.5 here, Matt. -115. George Kirby, he did the damn thing for us last time out. I got lucky as hell, I believe. Or it was either that or it was a 0-0. I bet the first 5 for George. He went out there, styled it up, dominated at home. 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 7 Ks, no walks. But now, reality might give him a little smack in the mouth here. Go to the New York Mets. I would say a rowdy environment. One of the better teams in baseball. They're 11th right now and against righties and weighted runs created plus 111. So are the Seattle Mariners, by the way, 10th, so 111. So I think he'll get a reality check here. I think he'll get touched up. So all that to say, I'm on the first 5 over 3.5 minus 115. And let me double check. I doubled up on this, actually. I do remember that. Yes. So good memory for me. I took the Mets first 5 minus a half at minus 115. I think the Mets, for example, I think the Mets can score 3 by themselves here, no problem. 4 plus. I just think George Kirby gets a little bit of a reality check on the road, across the country. Tough start. So give me the Mets
I took
here.
the over 7 full game. It's that's one of the lowest totals on the board, and I don't know. I agree with you. Everything you just said. I didn't like the 7. That's an over one.
Yeah, shout out to Jeffrey Blue and Helga. They both don't like this game. Appreciate that, Jeffrey Blue. I'm going to enjoy laughing about that all night. And Dabby Cab asking me if I am going to dab with him tonight. Perhaps, Dabby. Perhaps. We'll see there. We'll see. HG Tube saying, should I test, says Kirby. Doesn't give a fuck about pressure. I'll be fun to watch. It'll be a fun game to watch, George Kirby here. I think if he comes out here and dominates the Mets, then I'll be asking questions of the Mariners of why they put Matt Brash, because initially it was a Matt Brash versus Kirby, kind of thing to see who gets that starting spot. And Matt Brash is great to start, but we'll see. And by the way, apparently Liverpool is making a sub in the 32nd minute in the FA Cup right now. Mohamed Salah coming off, so that's not good.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's not good. Need him for the Champions League. If he gets hurt for another Champions League against Real Madrid, I will not be happy.
Jose, you need to take a dab on this live show. You're being asked to do so.
Well, let me just pull the rig out of my ass. Unfortunately, I don't. That will definitely not be tomorrow, but we will take one before, perhaps, and we will see. We shall see, Matt. I get asked to do a lot of things on air and on camera. You know how that goes, I'm sure. Next game on the docket: Cubs versus Diamondbacks, and another pitcher who shoved it right up my ass. And people that watch the show know that I say that pitchers shove things up my ass frequently, and it's because they do. It is because they do. Kyle Hendricks was that guy. 8 2/3, 3 hits, no earned runs, 7 Ks, 1 walk at the San Diego Padres. I thought lockstep we were going to crush Kyle Hendricks there, and he dominated. What can you say? But I want to bet against him again here today. I mean, that's obvious. Zach Gallen has been phenomenal. He has been the ace in the desert we all kind of thought he would be. But the issue, Matt, is that everything is juiced as hell right now. Minus 158 for the full game total, or for the full game money line, obviously. Juice. You can take a first 5 minus a half at minus 120, which I don't necessarily love, to be honest. The only thing that I was really gravitating towards, I wrote it down with a question mark, and I don't know if I'll make it official. And by the pace of this show, it seems like I probably will. Arizona first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 115. I think Hendricks stinks tonight. Do it again, Hendricks. Have another dominating performance. I know that the Arizona Diamondbacks are not the offense that you typically want to make these bets on. I don't like betting first 5 team totals over 2.5 personally, and they're 20th right now, 89 weighted runs created plus against righties. So it's not my favorite, but I'm betting against Hendricks here. Matt, what do you have on this one?
I don't have anything, but like you said, I was looking at that total and looking at Cubs under 1.5 for the first 5. You get a good minus 115. So if you like Gallen, I like that first 5 under there for the Cubs.
And we'll talk about his last 3 starts for Gallen real quick. 7 innings, 5 hits, no earned runs versus the Rockies, 7 Ks. At the Milwaukee Brewers, 6 1/3, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. And versus the Dodgers, 6 innings, 2 hits, no earned run. I mean, he's been great. He's been great.
Yes.
Shout out to Brent Strom. I think I am going to make that official, the first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 115. Again, I do not love 2.5s for the first 5 team totals. But I am fading Hendricks here. 3 runs, Hendricks. That's all I need. By the way, Moose Money dominated the market moves here. Got that last night. D-backs first 5 -0.5 at minus 110. Like that, minus a 1 at plus 130. So I like that. Ronnie and Bergia, that's how they fuck us, man. The juice screws us. And Bruce Hayward saying, do full game for a team total, huh? Bruce, a 4.5.
Scroll up a little bit and highlight JP's. Jose takes a dab and then a few 7-mile-per-hour pitches. Now that's something you actually need to do. That's electric.
Well, admittedly, Matt, I have had a crazy morning. I'll tell you about it real quick since, we've got plenty of time here. I was going to drive down to the studio this morning to do the show. I fucking completely fucked up the timing. And if I would have left at 10 and then got there at exactly 10:30 and just gotten fucking nuts. But I was planning on leaving there, go fucking straight to Dallas, but I wouldn't have even brought my glove. I would have forgotten my glove. So I'm glad I came back because I am bringing my glove and we are going to film something.
Where are you sitting?
Where am I sitting?
Yeah.
I'm on my bed. Where are you sitting?
No, at the game.
Oh, so where am I sitting right now? I'm on my bed. I've got a lovely little setup here. I've got some nosebleeds.
Okay.
There's nothing too exciting about it.
Yeah.
What the good thing is, 2 people that I'm going to meet at the game owe me a jersey because I made a bet and I won. So I'm getting 2 Rangers jerseys, I guess, while I'm there. So why not?
No more steak dinners. It's jerseys now.
Well, Jimmy, you know my good friend Jimmy the Bag. Jimmy owes me a steak too. Already won, and my guy Mike Trout is dominating in the WAR rankings because we did have a full WAR bet, I guess I should call it. Who has a better WAR, Mike Trout versus Vladdy Jr., Matt? And not to brag, let's look it up. Mike Trout is second, 2.2 WAR. Let's scroll down because I might have to do a little bit of scrolling to find Vladdy right now. Scrolling, he is 49th at 0.9. So feeling good. Just stay healthy, Mike. Just stay healthy, you bastard. Just stay healthy. All right, next game on the docket here. Matt, we finally got to him.
Best game on the slate.
Finally. Matt, I just kind of want to let you ISO here, Matt. I want to pass you the rock, let you ISO. The Royals.
I have 2 plays on this game. So for everyone who doesn't know me, which is everyone in the chat, I'm a big Royals fan. They suck. I know it, but they're in Colorado, and the Royals are the highest scoring team since yesterday in the MLB.
Ooh.
They're the best team since yesterday in the MLB.
That's facts.
And they're in Colorado. That thin air has been just electric for offense, and everybody knows we love electric offense.
That's what they build it in Royals, yeah.
It has moved up to over 11.5. I got it at over 11 this morning, but pretty much the same bet here. It's over 11.5 at minus 110. I think that's awesome. And then CJ Crone over 1.5 total bases. He had 5 at bats yesterday, and I think he clobbered one. It was like the 6th inning. I mean, he's gonna have 6 or more at bats today because it's gonna be like another 20 to 20 game. But yeah, he clobbered a double in like the 7th inning. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah, over 20. There you go. It's awesome. That's baseball.
So what you're saying is you have been watching the Royals all year, and obviously they don't score runs, but now we've gotten to Colorado, and now you're back. You're like, this is awesome. This is
it
right
is.
Here.
I mean, Whit Merrifield actually had a hit.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana has raised his average from .04 to like over 1 now. He's I mean, it's offense, baby. It's awesome.
Okay, good. I like all of that. And Matt, I'm gonna ride with you. This is I usually try to tail at least one of my guest plays here, and I'm gonna ride with this over in this Royals Rockies game. Over 11.5. Not something I usually love taking, Matt, but I have made bets. I have made several hundreds of dollars tailing your bets. Just blind faith. We won't talk about the amount of money that I've lost tailing those bets as well. However, we'll focus on the positive, and I'm taking the over 11.5 at -110 for me. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I think.
By the way,
yesterday was 14-10. I think the Royals, they'll do it again. I mean, it's Carlos Hernandez on the other side as well. The Rockies will light him up. I think he'll be out by the second inning. It'll be another bullpen for the Royals, and they'll just get lit up. It's let's see, like Not Applicable said, it could be KC 0, Colorado 19 in the overhits anyway. So,
well, I would like to give you a more optimistic look at it, Matt. AOD only says Rockies 87, Royals 3.
Hey, offense.
So not a shutout. Not a shutout. And Moose Money saying the Royals can't hit water falling out of a boat, but they can get the ball rolling in the Rockies.
That's true.
Like that. Team total over for Not Applicable. By the way, Carlos Hernandez, his stats will say he had a bad start last time out, but I watched it, and it was probably some of the worst bullpen management that I've ever seen. Shout out to Mike Matheny. Mike Matheny just yikes.
He's on the hot seat, man.
He just refused to bring in the bullpen in the fourth inning for Carlos Hernandez, and he was having a good start. He was rolling, and then everything just suddenly fell apart just so quickly, and he just kept staying out there, just refused to take him out. He's like, you're going to finish this fifth inning, and ultimately did not finish that fifth inning. 4 2/3, 7 hits, 6 earned runs. Horrible bullpen management. So I think Carlos Hernandez is not awful.
No.
But everyone else is.
Yeah.
Everyone else is. And by the way, Matt, I love how we mentioned you're a Royals fan. I let you clear out. Neither one of your bets were on the Royals. Neither one of your one of your bets were specifically against the Royals and CJ Cron. So I love that.
CJ Cron, I think his number has moved up. His prop has moved up to 2.5 total bases, but you can get that at plus
6.
money.
Yeah, you said 6, so who cares? He's going to hit 2 home runs today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I like that. By the way, I'm looking at alternate totals right now. 13.5, Matt, plus 175.
Can you get that 20 that
no, you cannot get all the way up to the 20, but I would love to see the odds on over 20. If someone can build that like in some like bet builder, I'd love to see it, please. That would make my heart sing. Let's get on to the last game on the show, Matt, and I appreciate you hanging me in there with me. I was initially going to schedule for a Monday because Mondays are light. Mondays are like 6 games or whatever, 7 games in and out. But you decided you want the full fucking Saturday, Sunday slate. You want the full slate, and I commend you and I respect your courage.
I'm a blue-collar man, dude. I can't do no Monday night show.
Blue-collar Matt. Yeah, you're right. These bets are paid off by those fucking hands, Matt.
Yes, sir.
What do you say? If you guys felt Matt's hands, you guys would know how blue collar Matt is. And you know who also is blue collar Matt? Ranger Suarez and Julio Urias on the bump for the Phillies and Dodgers. I bet you that if I told Ranger Suarez that he's blue collar, he'd have no fucking idea what that is. Zero idea. Ranger last time out, bouncing back from some early season struggles. 6 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 7 Ks, 2 walks at the Mariners. And the Mariners haven't been great offensively, so take that with a grain of salt these last couple of weeks. And then the Rangers at home, 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. I guess that's okay, but 5 runs still is not the best there. 3 Ks, 2 walks. Julio Urias has been kind of all what we expected him to be. I think he had a bad first start, but just been phenomenal since. At the Pirates, 6 innings, 11 hits, which is surprising, but still only 2 earned runs off 1 home run, 4 Ks, no walks, which is the ultimate stat that I like looking at there. Giants, 6 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 4 Ks, no walks. So I'm not interested in this game either way. 13th are these Dodgers right now against lefties, 103 weighted runs created plus. And right now the Phillies are average now. They've gone all the way back up because they were the worst in the league for a little bit, but now they're average. 15th, 99 weighted runs created plus against lefties. So ultimately a stay off game for me here.
Yeah.
Matt, anything for you?
No, staying off. It's too late for me to watch anyway. I ain't staying up past 9 tonight. But
yeah. I figured you would say that. I mean, this game's at like 9 o'clock, and you said you're in bed at like 7. So that's another underrated part of why you can't do shows Monday through Friday. You're at bed at 7. If I had you do a show from 5:30 to 6:30, you'd just be exhausted. You'd be plumb tuckered out, Matt. I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine it. Well, Matt, we did it, Matt.
We did it. Hey, I wanna respond to I Please. Get money. Yes. He said we're on the Astros. Why aren't we on the Giants? And I think we both said we would lean Giants, but neither of us made an official play there. But the lean is Giants.
I'm about to say, is he just telling us to make that official? I mean, you're right. I get money. I would roll with the win streaks, and if I had to make a play, it would be for sure be Giants. But I'm what you call a bitch, and I'm not going to make that play. So I've already got too many plays. I didn't expect to have this many going into the card. I was preaching how in the last couple of days I need to reel it back. We were having such a shitty last couple of weeks, and now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 10 plays on the card now. So here we are, Matt. I'm excited about it. I hope you have. Good. I'm glad that you have your plays written down because we're going to recap our plays right here. And please, Matt, when you recap your plays, don't forget to give me the juice on those plays as well. Okay. I will start off. We're on the Yankees, White Sox over 8.5 minus 115. We're on the Rays, the Blue Jays Rays over 8.5 at even money there. Red Sox, Texas Rangers, first 5 under 4.5 at minus 125. This one's kind of shocking to say, but the Cincinnati Reds, first 5 money line, minus 125. Seattle, New York Mets, first 5 over 3.5 at minus 115. New York Mets, first 5 minus a half at minus 115 there. Moving on, the Arizona Diamondbacks, first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 115 there. Houston Astros run line at evens. And the Matthew play of the day, I guess. Kansas City Royals, Colorado Rockies over 11.5 there at minus 110 for me. Matthew, what do you want to
say? So my plays, I had 9 of them. Padres full game at plus 122. Angels full game at minus 120. Those are both money lines. Brewers money line is minus 120 as well. And then I chose Astros run line at 110. Yankees run line at evens. The CJ Crone over 1.5 total bases, which I think is a lock. And then over 11.5, like you said, my play of the day for the Royals versus Rockies. And that's minus 105.
JP's also liking the Rockies team total over 5.5, by the way. I like that bet too.
Yeah, that's good. That's great value. And then Reds first 5. I'm with you on that as well.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Matt, we officially did it. And just in time, by the way, the first half of the FA Cup has just come to a close. It's 0-0. Nice. Yep, of course. That's what I learned yesterday from my guy, Flash Gordon. Every cup match, every cup final match, full-time draw, halftime draw, penalties. Every time. Every time. So shout out to Flash for imparting that wisdom on me and something I will give to everyone else. So I'm glad that I gave that out, plus 120, first time on the show. Soccer plays on the baseball show. Matt, You did it. You finished. I want you to give your review. How do you think you did?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
4 out of 10.
4 out of
But
10. Okay.
I love the chat. Love you guys.
Beautiful.
Jose, have fun in Dallas.
Thank you. I will. A 5-hour drive for me. I'm not excited. Matt, if you drove 5 hours from Boone, you'd probably be in like Florida. So that just shows how large and in charge Texas is. Shout out to everyone in the chat, like Matt said. Nasty Nate, Chief, Moose Money, gonna buy us a beer at the game. Appreciate you, my guy, Moose Money. You're the man there. TJ Mizzy in here. Good luck, guys. Appreciate you, TJ. Jay Peasy been in here all day. Appreciate you. Eric Jones on the Atlanta Moneyline Brewers over 7. And Eric Jones also on Astros under again. There we go. Astros under squad. I did lose that Astros over by like 1 run yesterday. Framber Valdez just fantastic. Roger that in here. El Dorado Custodian. Not applicable. Oh, hell yeah. Maybelline?
This is Juno.
No fucking way you just called that dog that name on this fucking program, Matt. No fucking way. That dog is named Sunny. Jesus, I can't believe you would do that. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching so much. Shout out to Matt's mom who hopefully watched this show. And shout out to the operations who watched this show as well. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Big show, live show, right beside my guy, Cab, me and Cab, arm in arm, side by side, going to Rangers, Red Sox tomorrow. I'm going to say early prediction, Matt. Red Sox 17, Rangers 2.
Wow. Okay. Hey, shave the mustache and you win.
Unfortunately, Matt.
That's Nasty Nate.
Nasty Nate said that, huh? There we go. I think your stash has a. Well, Nate, if that was the case, if Jimmy the Bag was not my dad, I would shave this bitch in a heartbeat. This is not a mustache of pleasure. This mustache has led to 2 back-to-back winning days now. So we need that. Nate. El Dorado Custodian, appreciate the $1 dono, my guy. Appreciate you, dude. And Nasty Nate, opposition, not operation. No. The operations, Nate, you have to know about the operations. The operations. So it's a secret pact. It's like the Illuminati.
All right. These guys are ready to go. Let's do this again, man.
Yeah, Matt wants to get the fuck out of here. Matt's like, all right, I'm tired of this. See you guys. All right.